Hello, everyone. It's Kim from K&RP here in southeastern Manitoba. Currently a cloudy, rainy day, 20 degrees Celsius, which means it's 68 degrees Fahrenheit. Air quality is 1, but it's raining. Yay! We need the rain too, but it would be nice to be out. I suppose I could always go and play in the greenhouse, but I'm here. I'm here. Hey, Janine, nice to see you. Janine, I'll get it right. So I decided today's going to be a mass make. I am really tired of this bin of scraps I've got. I'm tired of the scraps. I keep going through it. You take what I want to use for whatever. It's time to get rid of these envelopes of bits, scraps. They're not bits yet, but they're going to be bits. So I'm going to take the envelope and I'm going to dump it out. And then I'm just going to wobble cut it into things that I use, and you know how that goes. It'll be really nice to get rid of this stuff because I'm tired of it. I'm really tired of it. Hey, Teresa, nice to see you, hun. Nice to see you. So yeah, going to do some wobble cutting, some punching. This is rubbing done. It's got some crayon. Let's just cut it into some 2-inch circles. I had my circle punch. It's over here. We're going to start by doing things like that and just stacking up pieces so that it's ready to be used. We'll get rid of this plain stuff on the side because we can. So yeah, I am just going to be hacking things up, chatting and visiting like that. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to fold it in half. How are you feeling, Teresa? Oh, see? I have a dead spot. Very annoying. I have to have a certain thickness before it will punch nice. It's a good thing that I can use those for umbrellas and stuff. Yeah, it would be fine, Teresa. Have you got the package yet? Last I looked, it was still in customs. So then let's cut some page tab cats. Page tab cats. So I want a piece about this size. We're going to cut out paws, head, ears, around the head, another ear. Now, those of you who don't like to wobble cut can definitely trace it out on the paper. I'm wobble cutting because that's what I do. Make sure that you cut through that fold because that's where it's going to go on the page, right? So that the paws go over the page, either side of the page, so the head's sticking out. Hi, Lee. Nice to see you. Watched your pond vlog. He created a nice pond for his layout and was, vlogged about it. We're just hacking up. I'm hacking up stuff because I need to get rid of these scraps because I'm really tired of them. This one, it's kind of on the yellows. We will wobble cut some flowers. We'll just go like this. Wobbles cut circles, guys. And I can turn those into flowers. I'm just cutting. I am just cutting. I am just using this stuff up. This is just a piece of coffee dyed paper. I might just keep that just the way I'm supposed to be using this stuff up. I know. This is cardstock. It's a hard yellow. I'm going to do some of these hole punches. Do any of you have this? I want to know where the little center parts of these holes go. Where are my center parts? I can't find them. They don't punch out. I find it very irritating, to be honest. because I use both parts. I want to use both parts of that. Hi, Sherry. I am just mass producing Kimbits today because, see, I don't know where the center of that hole goes. No idea. No idea. I decided these punch outs, I can use those for Goonie Bird eyes or cat eyes or, you should follow suit. You know what? Yeah. I mean, I got rid of all my, no. I put anything to fit in bags, and then all the bigger stuff I put in file folders according to color. And the other thing I don't like about this punch is I can't see where I'm punching. Now, I could keep that as an interesting pocket cover or something, but you know what? It's going in the garbage because I need to get rid of stuff. And I'm putting these in here now. I had my hole punch. See, I could have used my hole punch to finish that off. Oh well. It's gone. It's gone now. This is a piece of watercolor paper. It's got some sort of texture. Like, I guess it's been salted because it's got that sparkle and that texture to it. So it's thick. So we're going to try it with this. Yeah. Where do those centers go? Where do those centers go? So yeah, I'm just doing a batch of each thing, really. Drop the scissors. So this is an interesting, I can use this as a pocket. I'm going to put things here that I can use as pockets. This I don't know. This was part of a flower. I did an entire flower. I've been chopping it up and using it for various things. I used it for a bird's tail the last time. This should actually just go with as complete. Yes, collage stuff. Yeah, I just broke down and bought this because one of the ladies in the group had it, and she cut out bazillions of hole punches. I don't know if it was this exact punch or not. Like I say, I'm not a fan of not being able to see where my paper is on it. And I don't know where the centers go because I use the centers too. So this one, you don't have enough room for both? Yeah, I know. I do a lot more collage than I do much of anything else right now as well. So although I've got these down to a low roar, it's time to move on to another batch of scraps because I'm really sick of these. I'm going to use this for one of those strip things that I've been doing. We'll find more to go with it. As much as I love it, it's got to go. Got to go. These little square scraps, you know what? I'm just going to grab this here sketchbook thing, sketchpad, Dollarama sketchpad, and I'm just going to cover a paper in those little rectangular bits. Hi, Lisa. Nice to see you. Hey, Beth. You're getting a manicure? Awesome. Lift the lever handle of the punch. It doesn't lift. Does it come up? No. Does it squeeze and lift? No. You know what? I'll bring it Sunday and we can talk. Yeah, I like to see where I'm punching as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this. See, I don't even have room on my desk for everything I want to get done. Stuff. I got stuff, guys. And I got to get rid of a lot of this scrappy stuff. Look, there's more rectangular bits there. I'm just going to glue them down and make a scrap page. Can't even pick this stuff up. Lift the lever handle of the punch. The circle things are under there. Okay, but it doesn't lift. How does it lift? Is this the same kind you've got, like a memory keepers or whatever? It doesn't lift, hun. I don't know. Okay, we're gluing these down because we can. Let's get a glue stick. Glue stick, like this. It's hard to do. Okay. Those of you who are wiser than me, I'll bring it so that this is a nice thick paper. I should be doing watercolors and stuff on it. It's a Dollarama sketch pad, $1.25. Don't know if they're $1.25 anymore, but they were. We're just going to glue these bits down. And then we're going to use that for other things. I should probably have got some, what are they called? Envelope windows to use these bits on. It's the exact one? Okay. Okay. You know, I can't throw out scraps, guys. You know I can't throw out scraps. So I'm doing this. I'm using these little bits. And I will do something with this paper after. That's a nice thing about scraps, right? It can be something totally different. Totally different. See, now I've got a whole bunch of the same kind of coloring. And we'll put that black one up here. Hey, Andrea. Nice to see you, hon. I am using up, I'm just going to wobble cut all these scraps into something because I can. Because I'm tired of them. It's time for some new scraps. Okay, so I got this black one left. We'll use that later on when we get some more scraps. So I've been cutting out circles. I'm going to use this for one of those border things. This is a piece of bamboo bark or I don't know. It's just a weird leathery kind of piece that needs to be stitched down onto something. So we're scrap busting here. I'm going to chop this and this off and fold this. And we're going to wobble cut some little wee flowers out of that. Because that one of those zines I was playing with yesterday, this one. Okay, I'll bring it Sunday. This one has a vase in it. I'm thinking I left it as a vase. It looks like a vase to me. Needs a floral collage, so I'm going to use these little bits for that. And like I say, this is watercolored paper. It's got salt on it. Trimming it reasonably straight. I'm going to glue it to this one right here. because it is going way too fast. It's because we haven't been able to get outside and spend time outside. So now it's almost fall and we can finally get outside. Summer's gone. It's cold out. Let's get a glue that works. Crazy. Can't even open this glue. This is that one that's glued shut. I didn't get a chance to clean it yesterday. Oh, it doesn't want to play. Okay, will you? Oh, I don't know what that was. We're zooming. We're just trying to get stuff done because we can. We'll spread that glue up there. Go like this. Yeah. This is a nice little frame. I can glue that right into a book. So I'm not going to get rid of that. These scraps can go. This is a nice piece of gold painted paper. What are we going to do with this? Let's cut some fancy gold flowers out. Fancy gold flowers. I'm just going to wobble cut them. I can get 2 out of this. And I'm just kind of stacking them up so that afterwards, when I'm cleaning, I can go through and decorate them. I got lots of this gold. I think I'm going to cut a strip down. Normally, I don't like gold. We all know that. I'm going to do another one of those with the gold. This I cut really wonky. I'm going to glue that one over here because I can, if I can find the glue. So yeah, hope everybody's good today. I wanted to go and watch Anne and Carol. My nephew was still here. So, but he got his chicken smoked. So that's an awesome thing. What else do we want to do with this? Should we do a... Oh, yeah. I'm going to do one of my page tab cats. We're going to take it. We're going to fold it in half. And we're going to cut where the paw is, the head, the ears. Some are bigger than others. They're never two the same unless I cut 4 pieces at once, and I don't normally do that. Rest of the head. That's going to be the other paw. Throw this in the garbage. Oh, look, I'm getting rid of stuff. Now I've got this stuff. What about if I cut like a Goonie bird body out of that? Let's do that. Let's just wobble cut me a Goonie bird. This is going to go in the garbage. I got lots of this gold stuff. What else can I do with this, guys? Talk to me, talk to me. I think I want bigger flowers. Let's do 2 bigger flowers out of this. Teresa, did you tell me whether you got that or not? Let me see. Where are you? Doot. Okay, you didn't get it yet. Yeah, no, it's sitting in customs. Your customs. It's in the States now. This is such a big piece. I can keep that big piece. This one, let's turn it into a pocket. We'll wobble cut the top. It's cardstock, so it's really nice and thick. Nowhere near straight. Oh, you know what I saw? I saw some really cool mushrooms. I was on Pinterest looking for something, and they did really cool mushroom caps. So maybe I'm going to cut some mushroom caps. And then they just penned in the stems, right? So they glued down the caps and drew stems in, and they did doodle them black and white. They were very, very cool. So let's do that. This is that textured watercolor stuff. And they were kind of, you know what? I can just cut an entire mushroom out of this one. Come on. Why not? Why not? Let's use this stuff up. Garbage. Look, mushrooms. Forgot about mushrooms. This one, it's got a big bare spot. That can go. That'll make a nice little corner tuck, or it can get added to something like this. I think I'll glue it there. And that'll be one of the, it's 93 there. Feels like 101. Ew, 68 degrees here. I don't think I would like the 101. Not my idea of a good time. No, ma'am. No, ma'am, not at all. Okay, so I'll put like that. I don't know why it's not sticking. Stick. And I'll use that for like one of those page edges or a belly band or something. It'll go in the bin. Look at all this stuff I still have. This one is definitely going to be like a page edge. I am just going to wobble cut along that. Got to get rid of these scraps, man. If I got scraps. Again, I don't know why one end always is fatter than the other. Can we go like this? Can we add that there? I can. I'm going to do that. Anybody been creating anything fun and new lately? I'm tired of being in a rut and doing the same old things. Well, no. I'm doing different stuff, but I have to get that journal done that I said that I was going to donate. I haven't even started it. Totally forgot about it. So that's going to be something that's going to be happening relatively soon. I'm going to glue this under here, there. You're in the balcony, April? All right. Thanks for coming. Shaker dangles. Nice. I've been doing a lot of those bread tab dangles. I had a drawer full of those bread tabs. And I've got both cardboard and plastic ones. You are way crooked. I'll have to cover that up. Make it look like it belongs crooked like that. Maybe a circle. Oh, see, that could work just perfect, just like that. Let's do that. This isn't straight. Not straight. There we go. Wonky chonks, yeah. Oh, you're trying to make a wonky chonk? You want me to do one? I can do one while I'm here and using stuff up. Glue. Please do. All right. I was doing wonky chunks, and then we decided to do a swap. So I will quickly do a chunk. I just need to wipe up this wet glue here. All right, all right, all right. There's that. I need a scrap of white paper. Someplace I've got white paper scraps. Seriously, I do. I can use this. Okay, so I've got white paper. Lop off a hunk. I'll use this blue copy paper because I can fold it thick enough that this will work. I know you don't need a 2-inch circle punch. You can trace whatever, but we're going to do this. So you need a 2-inch circle for the body. Okay, so one 2-inch circle for the body. You need a 1-inch circle for the head. Now, if I remember correctly, the bottom of this is 1 inch. These little shot glasses are 1 inch. So I'm going to take that blue paper again, and I'm going to trace a 1-inch circle because my 1-inch circle punch is dead. And I could use that Fiskars one, but it's put away, and we're here now doing this. So we're going to cut that out. So if you've got the instructions, you know that you need 1 2-inch circle and 1 1-inch circle for the head and body. Whoop! It's on the floor now. So we've got a sort of circle for the head. Now we need 2 ears. Let's use this for the ears and tail and paws. Well, I can I get it all out of that? I sure can. So that will be ears and front paws. This will be tail. This is the behind paws. Okay, so you take a piece, a rectangular piece, right? It's about 2 inches. 2 inches by 1 inch. No. When it's folded, it would be about 2 inches by 1 inch. So you need a 2 by 2 inch square approximately. Fold it in half. These are going to be the hind paws. So you're going to cut around for the hip, right? You're going to go down, almost like a heart, but you're not cutting out a heart. And then you're going to do the hind paws. Just a rounded shape like that. Okay? So it's folded in half, right? So you got the 2 hind paws. Now we're going to cut this open at a little bit of an angle. Does that make sense? Hey, Belinda. Teresa, does that make sense, hun? You just cut a shape like that. Now we're going to glue that behind the body. Just doing a quick wonky chonk here. Aside from this wonky chonk, I am mass making my cutting up all this scrap. So you're going to put this so that the feet, it's behind, right? So you kind of see it like that. And you could do the same thing on the other side. And if they're not exactly even, it's a cat. Do cats sit straight all the time? No. Okay. So there you have the legs and body. Okay. So now we've got this piece. We're going to lop it in half. Sort of. 2 little pieces. You're going to fold it in half like this. Right? Fold it in half. Now we're going to do the front paws. So we're going to go here. And again, we're just going to do like a half circle. So it's flat on the bottom. Right? There's the bottom. So when you open it, if you can open it, we're struggling here. You've got something that looks like this. Now those get glued right on the front end of the body at the bottom. Are these still moving? No, a little bit. And we're going to glue it down here between those paws at the bottom of the body. With the round parts up because that's the top of the paws. And I'm probably going totally out of order for the directions, but that's okay. So now with this other little piece, we cut the paws out of there. We're going to cut a pair of ears out of this. So we're just going to cut 2 triangles. And it's on the fold. We need to cut the fold off of that. And we're going to glue it on behind the head. So we're going to glue one there and one here. Because that's a plain piece of paper, I didn't flip it over, Belinda. Oh, come on. So then we're going to put one ear here. And they're behind the head. We're going to flip it over when we glue it on. And one there. Whoop. This glue is slimy, guys. It is slimy glue. I'm not a big fan of it. But I got it because I like this is going to be one of those refillable containers, right? So now we're going to glue down the head to the body. And it's up to you where you position the head. You could position it closer to the paws. You could position it so it's way up above the body. This one is going to be here, closer to the paws. Can you see where it is? I'll be outlining this once this glue dries. Okay. Now, we've got this piece. We're just going to cut the tip of the tail out of that, right? So the tail kind of goes, it's got a bit of a twist to it, like a curl kind of thing, because it's a cat. We've got a tail that looks like this. We're just going to put a bit of glue on. And glue it behind the head so it looks like it's sticking up from the back. So the cat's kind of got his bum up in the air. Of course, you could do a longer tail. A lot of my cats have longer tails. I'm just using up scraps that are on the desk here, right? Like this guy's got much longer tail. All right. All right. So now we need to do the eyes and the whisker pads. We've got this white. I'm going to cut off just a little piece and a little bit bigger piece. Okay, so I'm going to use the bigger piece as the whisker pad. That's fine. Totally fine. You do your cat your way. So we're going to fold a piece in half. Doesn't matter that the edges don't match. We don't care. We don't care. And again, we're going to do kind of like a circly thing. Like this. And that's going to be the whisker pads. We're going to glue that on the front of the face. This writing on the back is okay. because it's not going to show. And then this other little piece of white that we cut, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold it in half and we're going to cut out a pair of eyes. So you can cut out angly eyes. Let's cut out like slanted kind of eyes like this. You can draw your eyeballs on for sure. I don't care. I'm using that for eyes. And I'm going to put it just over the whisker pads. Just on top of them. He almost looks like he's got sunglasses on, but he does not. All right. So we've got all the parts attached. It's going to look kind of like that. Although you're going to cut the eyes out whatever shape you want. I'm just going to make sure there's no glue on the edges. It's glued to my desk. No? All right. So now we're going to outline things. So we're going to start by outlining where the head is. The eyes are just kind of sticking out over the head. And then around the big cheeks, the whisker pads. We're going to outline all this stuff. The eyes. This cat's going to be looking directly at us. And of course, we're going to come in and color that with some pencil crayon or marker. He's going to have a little black nose right here, almost like a little triangle, right here at the whisker pad. And then the mouth is we're going to go like this for the mouth. And we've got to have the spots where the whiskers are going to come out, right? We can outline all the pieces, right? Make sure you outline all the pieces. So I'm going on the inside of the circle, and I'm going to outline around the circle. Make sure that okay. So now the paws, we're going to just draw black curvy lines on the paws for toes. Same thing on the front paws. You could put just little. You see how the toes have the curvy lines on? Hi, Anina. Just one, Teresa. So let's color his eyes some sort of a green. I lied. We're going to color them. Oh, yeah. No, that's a green. I found a green one. It's kind of a turquoisey. We're just going to make sure that the eyes are a little bit colored. And then we're going to draw whiskers. So you just take your pen and you just draw some whiskers because cats have big whiskers. So something like that. Does that make sense, Teresa? Okay, you've got me on, but you're doing stuff? All right. All right, all right. Whoever is messaging me, I don't have Messenger open at the moment. I'm sorry. And then, of course, in the ears, you could color a little bit of pink inside the ears. You could give them some eyebrows, you know, whatever you like. Whatever you like. But that's basically how I do my wonky chunks. Few scraps and he's done. That one's got a very short tail. All right, let's get back to using these scraps up. This one's just going to get glued down onto this page. I'm trying to use up all these scraps. I'm tired of looking at these scraps, so I'm just math making bits, guys. Math making bits. I don't like this glue. I don't like that glue at all. Just one. Just one. Just swapping one. Easy peasy. One cat, one envelope, one stamp. Done. So all these scraps I am just adding to this page. This one, though, I could glue my fingers. I'm going to add this one here because that's going to be a border in a journal. Okay, I really need a glue that works. So yeah, I've been cutting out page tab cats, just some circles. I want to use up these scraps, so I am just mass making and cutting bits out so that so that I can get new scraps because I'm tired of looking at these ones. I'm running out of ideas of, look at this lovely piece. I'm going to just cut that into a square and I'm going to use it as a pocket or a tuck spot. It's just going to go in a journal just the way it is. It's a piece of cardstock. Is that straight? Nope. Not bad. I've got 3 pockets ready to go. These bits are actually just going to go right in the garbage. Look, I got another bright yellow. Let's add this there. Did I just flip that over? Yes, I did. Okay. This is a lovely piece. Can I get a 2-inch circle? I could get a 2-inch circle just out of that. But that means I need to have something stiff behind it. We're just going to use this blue and do the same thing. I'm going to put it here, right on the edge. And then I'm going to take that 2-inch punch. And we're going to make sure that that orange piece is in there. I'm going to have lots of blue circles. I'm going to use this piece on there. And this piece on there. And this is going to go in the garbage. Now these, oh look, it's got a dead spot. I didn't quite get it. That's okay. I could do something like this, add it to something like that. But how big do I want that? We'll see. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, it's a 2-inch circle. These guys are going down. Put them on here. They are nowhere near straight. I don't care. Flip it over very fast. Did I say flip it over? Oh. Well, April, the joke is that when I have a plain colored piece of paper, I still flip it over to glue it. I have no idea. It's muscle memory or whatever. Okay, Andrea. So that's why the comment about flipping it over, because Belinda and I are always laughing at me doing that. I don't know why I do it. It just happens. Just happens. All right. Okay, this piece, now normally I would glue that into a journal, it's going, guys. Look, I'm saving little bits. Use the darn things. I'm going to go on here. Because seriously, I know, like, what the heck? Got another one of those. So then I'll have this page that I can cut up into, how I do it. I take all these little bits and I glue them down, and then I cut up the page, doodle on it, cut it up. Oh, you heard a bad word? Well, that could be possible on this channel. I try very hard not to, because I know it's offensive to some of the viewers. So I try not to. But if I wasn't online, quite possibly stuff would come out of my mouth that probably shouldn't. You know how that goes. Oh, look, I did a square wobble cut. I want that to be more like a flower. It didn't turn into a flower, guys. I got some sort of funky, weird square thing happening. Now they're little flower kind of shaped things. We are just zoom cutting, and we don't care. The scraps are going. This, I'm going to use that as a pocket. It's going to have to go on another piece of paper for strength, for background. I've got these cups because I can put stuff in the cups. Have I yet? No. This is a nice little strip. I don't want to make those too big, but these are going to go on those kinds of strips. This one, how big are you when you're folded? I could do a cat. Yeah, bar the door. Yeah, well, I always put it so that it's not for kids, because I never know if I'm going to slip up or not. Seriously, I try very hard not to. I really do. This is going to be one of those little cat page tabs. What I should be doing is gluing their heads together so that all I have to do is decorate their faces and they're done. And if they happen to separate, then because there's nothing more annoying than having half a cat tab cut out. So then I would put a face on it, much like I did the wonky chonk face, but much smaller. And so that when it's on the top of a page, you have the kitty looking at you, right? So I'm going to get these glued together. I've got 3 of them. And I just glue the heads because the paws are what holds them together on the page. And when you cut them out together, you know that they're going to match up when you put them down. So they're not hard to cut. It's kind of like a circle with horns and paws. Or they're supposed to be paws. I'm actually going to take these kitties and I'm going to put them in a jar. Because that way I know they're ready just to be decorated. Ready for decor. This is a gold kitty. I'm not a big fan of gold. I've been trying to use up my gold paint and my gold markers and my gold gel pens. Not getting very far with it. All right. 3 kitties. This one, I'm going to cut a Goonie bird body. You know what? I'm going to put the Goonie birds in another jar. I'm going to cut a nice big Goonie bird body out of this. So we're going to go like this. And like this. And the head. And you can be like this. Okay, that's going to get turned into a Goonie bird. This is going to go in the garbage. Oh, I've got all these lovely little strips. This one is going to go on here. What kind of week do you guys have planned? I don't have much of anything planned for the week. Nothing really planned. Garbage, yeah. I'm throwing stuff in the garbage, Belinda. It's a case of use it or toss it today. We're playing that game. That's the game we're playing today. Let's not have all the glue open to dry out. I had a lid. There it is. Cleaning up. That's what you're doing? Cleaning? Yeah, I got to do some of that too. I also have to blanch beans. I have stuff. This is a lovely bright, but it's on watercolor paper. I think that's going to end up being a page tab. Actually, if I do it like this, trim all this off, and then from one corner to the other, wobble cut. Those could go just on the corner of a page, just as a highlight to strengthen it if you've got a big flip or something in the middle of the page, or you can do it as a text spot. Those are going to be used as is. This is a mucky mess. I could get a couple of leaves out of that dark green. That's what I'm going to do. Cut it in half, fold it in half. Yeah. See, I could stencil over this for interest. I could stitch on it. I should be saving some of these for that journal cover that I want to do with all the stitching on it. Well, got a couple of really nice dark leaves here. I could cut some hearts too. I'm out of hearts. There's some leaves. Didn't even think about cutting hearts. This would be a nice one to cut hearts out of. It's kind of pinky. This is brown, really thin paper. So a heart would be lovely. Using them up, guys. Using them up. That's a lovely little heart. It's got lots of little colors and stuff in it. Very delicate. Kind of non-color. You know, the stuff that I'm not a big fan of, but lots of people like. This one too. Let's do it into a heart. Yes, I like that heart. And then these, I was keeping these corner things for a while for doing my stick ladies, chickens, that kind of stuff, but I'm not going to bother. I have plain orange. I don't want to do anything with that because that zine that we did yesterday, I used this kind of thing for the background for the words. I really liked it, so I'm going to keep, and it's cardstock, so I'm going to save this piece as well. This also is cardstock. It's a nice peachy pink. Look at this nice yellow. Don't know what I want to use that for. Flowers? I got lots of flowers. This would actually be one of the nice ones to go for the journal cover, right? Whoa, I got stuff. Like when I did this, but I wanted a big one for a journal cover with a brown piece of paper behind and put these down and then stitch on them. So I think I'm going to start a pile for using for that. Let's throw them in this jar. This is an interesting piece that could get stitched on for sure. This also is a piece of brown. This was a brayer off or something, but it's interesting. So I've got green and pink. What am I going to do? Maybe a heart. Let's do a weird wonky heart. Nice little fat heart. I used to have, well, I still do. I have bins of decorative hearts. Well, not bins. I have one nice bin of decorative hearts. I haven't been using them. This, I don't know what I want to do with. I'm going to cut it. Cut that brown stuff off. This pink can be for flowers. We'll cut a couple of little flowers. Hope I'm not boring you guys. I'm just trying to show you. This is what I do when I get done with stuff. And a lot of times if I've got a gel print that I'm not a big fan of, I will lop it up right away. Got lots of little flowers. I'll be doing lots of little collages I can see in my future. This one too. I'm going to cut off this green. These are going to be a bit bigger. Not bored, good. Going to Polo Park. I can't even remember the last time I was at Polo Park. Okay, I lied. We were there in May. We went for lunch with a friend. Maybe it was even April. Met a friend. We've been friends for over 50 years, and he was in town. So we met at Polo Park at Moxie's. We went to Moxie's. Oh, I'm throwing more of the scrap on the floor than I am. I'm going to use that green to make some leaves. And then maybe that stuff will get glued down. This one I could use. Leaves. Leaves. You're doing leaves. Oh, painting. Yeah. I hear ya. I did manage to get my mural redone. That made me thrilled. I'm thrilled to get that. It's been a while. I've needed to get that done. Cut that just a little bit straighter. And that's going to go in this bin. Maybe that's what we'll do tomorrow. We'll glue this down. I've got the paper that I want to use for the cover. And we'll start gluing that for stitching. I don't know what I want to do with this one. You know, I'm just going to throw that one out. Because I got more. This is definitely going to be flowers. Now you want to paint the rest of the house? Oh, great. I know that feeling. What color did you paint it? The inside of my house is done. Flowers, lots of flowers. This is an interesting little piece. It's got some stencil or whatever on. I think I'm going to put it on here. Just trim the edges a bit. You gonna paint your living room next month? What color are you gonna paint it, Teresa? Mine is like a turquoisey sea blue, like a Pacific Ocean kind of blue. You couldn't move the next day? Yeah, it's amazing. This old age stuff. You know what? I'm gonna use that as a pocket. I'll pull out a journal shortly and add those as pockets. In fact, let's just do that now. I have a journal. I had a journal. That little one that I'm going to be putting the hearts in. Where did I put it? Well, caca. That doesn't help, guys. That doesn't help at all. You would think that I would be more organized. But I move stuff from my desk and I just pile it up in other areas, and that's how things get lost. Bright white. Ah. I can't do white walls. They make me very depressed. It's very strange. Well, my goodness gracious. That is really annoying me that I don't know where that little journal went. I'll use this one. And I'm going to use this stuff for pockets and tucks. So I'm just going to do a couple of sides, like an L, right? One wall for a mural, perfect. Yeah, I have a couple of murals. Well, they're not murals, they're just decorative walls. I have decorative walls in my house. See, this could just be a nice little thing on the corner, but it would be a cute little tuck spot as well. Let's just use it as a tuck. I love finding little bits like this, and you don't need big tuck spots. Little ones work just fine too. Might as well just use them. Might as well use them while they're here. This is just a single piece of paper. Oh, no, it's open. Are you open? No. This is an envelope journal. This is all envelopes. Pearl white, yeah. I think that needs to go closer to the front. We'll do it there. This is the journal that I started doing Becca's Heart Challenge in February that I didn't get past number 7 or whatever. So I have to come back and finish it off. Now, see, I've got just little scraps glued down randomly on it as well. That's what I'll do. And then I will get back to doing the mushrooms. Or not the mushrooms, the hearts. Color and light from other sources, yeah. What about this random piece? We could just glue this random piece on. instead of using it as a pocket because I would have to back it with something. I'll just glue it down. Just glue it down. Random hunk of paper. Do you guys do that to your journals too? Just random bits of color? Oh yeah, painting your ceiling like a sky. See, I thought of doing that. My problem is working over my head. It's really tough for me. This one's going to be a pocket or a tuck. We'll do a tuck. We'll just do tuck spots. That way I can tuck bigger pieces in and not have to worry about... When you do pockets, you're kind of limited to the size and the amount of stuff that you can put in. You do a tuck spot and you don't have the same concerns, right? Your ceiling's close to your head? All right. Yeah, I have hot air balloons in my bathroom. I've got a cityscape in my bedroom. I've got the butterflies in my dining room. This one is going to be a pocket. I scalped the edge. I don't think I've got anything wide enough to use it as a pocket on. The wide pages I've put stuff on already. Guess what? Now it'll fit. Now it will fit. So pockets get glue on 3 sides, right? I've got major shadow because I didn't turn that overhead light on again. What is my problem? There. We've got to cover that up with something. What have we got? I could use this. I can use that and cover that up. Just like that. And even though this is watercolor paper and pretty thick, let's just keep it to 1 page, Kim. There. Like that. Really? 6.5 feet? Oh, our ceilings are like 8 feet. There, look. I used those ones up. I just glued them in. Just glued them in randomly and it's good. It's good. Now this has some interesting stamping on it. I think I want to cut that. Got pink that I can use for flowers. So that's going to be flowers. This is going to go in the garbage. It has nothing on it. Got 2 things with swirly stamp. Are you like me? Do you trim things down over and over until it looks straight, and then you look at it and you go, oh, that's not straight. So you trim it some more and then it's totally done? Like you have nothing left? Oh, you know what else? I should grab my clusters book and use some of this stuff for starting clusters. Okay. Okay. I see. What do you guys think? Should I start some clusters? I haven't been using my clusters. I got lots of stuff. We knew that. I'm just going to glue these down. Just glue these down randomly in here. Wow. I wasn't going to glue anything. I was just going to hack it up into pieces so that I would have it for decorating. And here I am using them. That was not the plan for the day, guys. I apologize. I'll go back to just randomly hacking stuff up now. This is mindless crafting to me. Mindless crafting. Yes. All right. Oh, look. You know, I should tear that. I like that torn much better. And that one will also get glued into that book. Stick it in there. All right. It's a piece of cardstock, so I don't fold it for flowers or anything. We're going to turn that into another couple of corner things. We're going to start a jar of corner things. This is a lovely piece. I think that would look really nice stitched over. We're going to do that. I don't know what I want to do with this piece. Can I get a circle? I could probably get circle out of that. Can I get a circle out of this as well? No, not quite. Well, we can try. We can try. We can try. And we'll take this one as well. We will take that as well. Move them up just a little bit. We'll take the circle punch. No, what are you dying about? This one's going, no, I can use it on that. I can use that on that. I love that piece. That's going to go for being stitched on. That's a big piece. It's okay. I'm doing a cover. I can have some big pieces. This is going to be used as a frame. Frame. What have we got? Nice circles. Nice circles. Yep. Those are going to be fun to use. I am not gluing anything down. Put the glue away. No more. I mentioned making clusters. Do you want me to be making clusters while I'm doing this? I can do that. Let's get the cluster book. Get the cluster book. Cluster book. I want a page that's, let's use this green page. Use the green page. And look, I've got these nice little yellow squares. Got this yellow. We're going to do the bases or pieces with these yellows. Oh, I got lots of yellow squares. And we're going to build yellow ones. Yellow ones. That can go for those things. I'm keeping this because I like just to add those as whimsy. Outside sky. Nice. Cinderella blue. Oh, that's a drag. Well, I wasn't going to glue anymore, but we're going to glue. We're going to do clusters. So we're just going to glue these down on the page. And because I cut them off and use them, or tear them out and use them, get the corner. Look, I'm turning them over, Belinda. You didn't see that. But I picked it up, I turned it over just like this, and I glued it. Just like that. Anybody else have a cluster book? Anyone? Yep, turned that one over too. Cut this one in half. Nope, no cluster book. Okay, it's just me. I like it 9 or 12 on a page. Depends on how big I decide I want to do them. All right. I have this orange musical page. We could cut some strips out of that to go on the clusters. That's going to get glued on there. I'm going to glue these down onto these. Well, I'm not getting very far, guys. You know them, their good intentions. Doesn't really matter. There's a fly down here. What the heck? That's going to be annoying for the next week. I'm going to have to bring a fly swatter down. Anybody here make clusters? Thinking that I should start using these. Oh, do I have an extra one? I've got an extra one. That's okay. You make them, but they're not too good. You know, Teresa, I had the same issue, and then I decided that if I did them all kind of color coordinated instead of just random junk, the way I was doing them, it worked out so much nicer. Little SOB, go away. Nope, I've only had one down here. And it was a day that I wasn't on. Okay, so we're going to cut this one. We're going to make dots. We're going to make dots. Yeah, I just have, well, this was a food safety handler's book. I'm not doing that anymore, so I figured I would turn it into a cluster book. We're going to leave it at that. Then I have all these lovely little bits that I can use. Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to use these instead of the dots. Oh, yeah. Look. Isn't that cute? Maybe I need to cut some. They're not going to cut very nice. Might have to punch some more holes out of another orange. Got this. Got this bright orange. How many more do I need? 5? Yeah. And might as well do it this way. Oh, look, there's a nice one. Too many balls in the air. Yes. 4 notebooks for 30. Oh, yeah. Well, those would be perfect. Those would definitely be perfect. Oh, this one's going to be tough. I have to open it up to cut it because I punched very close to the edge. I still need one more. We'll just do this. Oh, see, this, even my hole punch thing doesn't work great. We'll fold that. They don't all have to be the same, but similar. Because you just want them to flow through your book, right? I absolutely like that. I do. Okay, I'm going to swap this one out for this one. There we go. There we go. We'll glue these down. You'd started to cluster. Yeah, it is fun. Especially those of us who have lots of scraps. Lots of scraps. Some of these could be pretty big clusters, but that's okay. Mini composition book from Dollar Tree. Yeah. And you drop it glue side down on the other one. Wiring and composite. Nice. That would be great because the wire ring, like these coil rings, seem to work so much nicer. I find that you can put more stuff in them. Look, I turned it over again, Belinda. Wow, forgot about the shadow puppets. Sorry, guys. So I have some orange eyelash scrubby yarn that I can cut bits out of and add to this. I'm going to leave these orange. I like them with the orange and the green. Or I could put little orange flowers on it. Maybe I'll use that scrubby yarn, some orange flowers. Then I can add the leaves, right? Some green leaves. Make little floral wonky clusters like this. You guys have been going down 901 rabbit holes here. It's a rabbit hole kind of day. But you know what? This is a mass make as well, right? Because I'm making 9 clusters. I'm working on using my scraps. You know? So it's okay. See, I didn't take into consideration that this one was cattywampus, kitty corner, whatever you want to call it. It's fine. Fine. We'll put this aside to dry a little bit. Put the lid on the glue. Chop up some more papers. Okay, so that's going to go for that. This is going to go, because I want them for solid words. When I'm adding words. Another fun little piece. Just a doodled piece. Oh, little fly, go away. Flying in my face. I'm going to add that to that bin. This orange square is going to go on here. I'm just going to make a here pile. I have this lovely orange piece. It's going to be flowers. Nice. That's a quick way to do it. Oh, before I go too far, let's empty these. And there's some yucky ones. Let's get rid of some of these yucky ones. And then I'm going to dump them in my bottle of punches. This is, I need these, guys. I need these little circles for my floral collages. See, the coffee dyed one would be great for doing your clusters in. Little bit of lace, little bit of paper, a little bit of hole punch stuff. Cluster. You see that little fly right there? I don't have a fly swatter. That's going to go on that. Oh, I was making flowers out of this. It's the thing that clips in a journal like a bookmark. Oh, the paper clip things? Oh, yeah. Hidden paper clips. I love hidden paper clips. I really love hidden paper clips. I could use some of this scrap for that, too. We're just making these into flowers. Yeah. Yeah. I like doing those as well. You know, the other thing I haven't been making lately, guys, is my glasses. That can go on that. This is garbage. This can go on that. This is just a lovely thin piece of, I think it's coffee filter. Maybe that can just get glued in this book over here. Running out of space. Anything that's heavier paper, that's plain, I am going, oh, look, this was actually a doodle. Well, heck. That one is not. What am I going to use this for? Maybe stitching on? We'll add that to that one for now. Bitsy birds? Oh, I could do some bitsy birds too, for sure. For sure. Let's make a bitsy bird out of this. I need small bitsy birds. My bitsy birds have gotten far big. Really big. And it's kind of annoying me because I used to like to just stick little tiny birds everywhere. Bitsy birds. Let's do the beak and the tail out of this fun pink stuff. I'm just going to make it, but I'm not going to color it. Not going to color it and shade it until later. I'm going to put it in a jar. Birds in a jar. Oh, he's got a big beak, which is okay. Let me see. I don't know. Can you see him? He's got a big beak. Yeah, I am low on bitsy birds. We'll need another jar for bitsy birds. I've got jars all over my table. It's okay. And we need some sort of funky tail here. My goodness. Been a while since I've done a little bird like this, guys. Tail. And then I'll do his eyes and all the decorating after. Look, I'm getting stuff done. Oh, look, an orange dot. It can go away. It didn't make it into the bin. It's out of here. I can do a bitsy bird out of this too. Yeah, they are almost. Well, yeah, okay, they are. The bitsy birds, though, all do not have legs. And the majority of the goonie birds have legs. And sometimes the bitsy birds get really skinny bodies. We'll use this for... No, I need something brighter. Some yellow or something. A little bit of yellow for the beak. I'm gonna have to try and smooth out some of these edges. I'm not getting them quite as... I'm getting little points because these scissors are so big, maybe? Is that why I'm doing that? I don't know. You just like seeing me work with these really little things. I know. And a big tail. We'll use this for a tail. I wish you would just get stuck to my glue so I can flitz you. Shh. Yeah, they're just little, really tiny goonie birds. I admit it. Oh, that little fly is so annoying. Get out of there. So annoying. So annoying. Glue. Glue the tail to the bird. Up. Yeah, I've been doing I don't remember that when I started them I was doing as much shading on them as I'm doing now. Like they've definitely evolved more into the Goonies because they get the shading, etc. All right. All right. I've got this little piece. Can get glued down. Glue it down. This one can get glued down. This is a nice piece that can go on one of those. What do I want to do with you? You can go for words. This is really heavy. I think what I'll do is I will trim it, some of this gray down. Now, if I had my edging scissors here, I could cut that edge and I could make some really fun edges for those. Oh, look, this could get glued down over here. I'll have to okay, so then there was a piece of music. Thought I had an extra piece of music somewhere. Did I throw it out? Well, I can always cut another one, maybe. Maybe I got more. Maybe not. Am I going to have an odd man out? But I've got this. We'll put this on. And yeah, I flipped it over. Okay, Janine, nice to see you. Have a wonderful week. Thanks for popping in. Take care. Yeah, time flies. Time is crazy. It's a 4-letter word. Makes me nuts. All right. There's another pocket here. Oh, see? I don't know. I probably could have run it through my cutter. Pocket. New pile for pockets. Over there. I'm not anywhere near this yellow being done. This is cute. This is going to be flowers for sure. Hey, Belinda. Oh. Little flowers. We're doing little bubble cut flowers. I have a pile of them. Those will get decorated eventually. This is a cute little piece. I'm just going to turn it into a strip and it's going to go on that page right there. Well, this pile is getting down. Getting down there. This is a lovely bit. How about if I use that for, let's do a bitsy bird out of this piece. This one's probably going to be a little bit bigger. Yep, definitely bigger, but that's okay. That's just fine. Do I have a smaller piece of this? Let's use this one. Got all these. I have to stop saving such little bits, I think. That's a big beak, but that's okay. The bitsy birds get their eyes drawn on. Can I stop saving? You know what? I would like to think that I could. But because I'm always working on such little things, I like my little things, that I don't know if I could stop saving little scraps of paper. There's always a use for them, right? Like, if I wouldn't have saved that 1-inch scrap, I wouldn't have a bitsy bird. I wouldn't have a tail. You saved them too. Okay. It's not just me. But I mean, a lot of times I will just cut a circle out of this and then I'll do buttons, right? This is a bit heavier paper. This would actually make a very nice button. It's got a bit of a shine to it. I must have done a cat out of this one. Let's just cut a circle, turn it over, draw a circle, cut it out. And I will make it into a button. Even some of these big ones here. I love having cardboard or, paper buttons to play with. Yeah, no, I'm just going to cut a bunch of circles and decide what they're going to be after. But I do like this stuff. Can go on there. It's pretty heavy stuff. I don't know if I want to sew through it. That's a little too small, I think. Well, maybe not. I used small stuff like that on the last paper with the embroidery that I did. I'll use that. And then this one, you know what? I'm going to cut a triangle. I like adding triangles to pages too. A series of triangles, just in a corner or down the side of the page. Just add something. Look, another piece of yellow. We're going to put these on this page pile. Wow, why do I have all these little yellow squares? What was I making? Do you guys remember? Look at how beautiful that bright yellow is. We're going to make some flowers out of that for sure. But they're going to be bigger flowers. Oh. Those are going to make nice flowers. I'm going to have a whole bunch of little collages done. Floral collages happening. That little fly bites. He's being a little annoyance. This has some nice markings on it. I'm going to add it to that. This, I don't know. I could just throw some of these out, right? Like, can I? Anyone? No. Evidently, I can't. All right, so maybe it's time to cut some fan trashy flowers, right? I know. I know. Also, like, well, my dad grew up during the Depression, so we didn't throw anything out. Everything could be repurposed into something, right? This is a fun one. I'm going to turn this into some fan trashy flowers. We're going to cut it into 3. And we're going to cut it kind of cone shaped. Oh. Like that. So that I've got these interesting coney shaped flowers. This is just a beautiful piece of gel print. I don't know that I want to cut it. I've been moving it from one spot to the other. Maybe I just need to cut it into like 4 pieces and use them in these strip things. I think that's what I'll do. Cut this one like this, and then we'll wobble cut down the middle. And then this one I'll just cut straight. Reasonably straight. There. Guess I'm going to have to make a bunch of those too. Can't just leave that stuff sitting there. Oh, I folded this for some sort of flower. Let's go like this. Those are going to be kind of like a daffodil center or whatever. Let's do a Bitsy Bird body out of this. This is a harder piece. It's cardstock. It's going to be a big Bitsy Bird. And then that square is going to get glued down to that. Let's use this for the beak. That's going to get glued down onto that. I think this one's going to have like a long, skinny beak. Come on, glue. Really? Did I leave you open too long? There we go. There we go. They're totally different once they've got eyes and stuff on. This one's going to be a orange tail. A little bit of glue on the end and stick it down. Okay, so he's a bigger bitsy bird. He's almost a goonie bird, Belinda. Almost a goonie. But that's okay. I like birds of all sizes. This is going to make great leaves. I don't know why I'm cutting it like that. I'm going to cut this in 3, or fold this in 3, and then fold it in half. So I'll get 6 of these leaves in this cut. And I try and leave them in their stacks so that when I go to decorate them, doodle on them, they're all ready. Like they're all together. I don't have to go searching for them. See, that would be fun to add to just a journal page, but it's going to go in the garbage. I'm at least halfway through this, so I'm pleased. All these solid colored ones, though, I'm going to save. That's going to go on that. This one, it's going to be flowers. It's going to be flowers. We're going to go this way. So it's going to have like a center is going to be down here and then petals up, I think. We'll see what happens when I open it up and I start doing them and going, oh, what are you supposed to be now? Oh, I could do some more cats. I could do, oh, that's a thick one. That's going to be a pocket. There. This is leaves. I think this is leaves. Leaves. All right. Let's do cat. Cat out of this. Page tab cat. Paw. Head. Ear. Ear. Head. Paws. I'm getting somewhere. Oh, those are going to be cute. And we just glue the heads together. So then once they're all decorated and everything is when they go into those envelopes. So that I can just grab and go. Cats. Lots of plain stuff. Don't know. Got all these doodle bits that I did. Flowers. Let's just do flowers. Oh, I could cut some vases as well, right? Because if I'm going to be doing little florals, I need vases. All right, this is going to be a lovely vase. In fact, I could probably get 2 vases out of that. So we're going to take it and we're going to fold it in half. And we're going to go from the bottom up like this. like that. Like that. That's a fun vase. I'm going to do the same kind of thing with this one. But this one, I think it's going to be more of a like a globy kind. Globy kind. So we're going to go here and up. Like that. That's a cute vase as well. Oh. Especially if I'm going to do them like in a zine or something. Or on tags. Or, you know. This is a nice solid piece. I think that's going to be a pocket. This is going to be flowers. It's really nice and pale. And I think they're going to be kind of like those coney flowers, like those other ones. They could be fan trashy. I could turn them fan trashy or whatever. Whoop. It's okay. I'm going to cut the fold off. Make sure I cut the fold off. So those are very, very delicate. I think these were crayon rubbings as well. I can come with watercolor and go over them to give them a little bit more depth of color, but I'm pretty sure that that's a crayon rubbing. Very pale. Very, very pale. All right. Let's do a couple more hearts. You know what? I'm just going to cut a heart freehand out of this. Because hearts do not need to be symmetrical. That's a fun heart. And this little square here, it's going to go on there. The rest is going in the garbage. Did a lot of this on cardstock. These doodles. This one also is going to be hard. With a little heart. And that one also will go on there. My goodness. My goodness. Goonie bird. Bitsy bird. This end a little bit higher, so I'm going to go with this end for the head. And Bitsy birds are all pretty much the same shape. Just like my chickens are one shape, my Bitsy bird bodies are all basically like this. Sometimes I will fold the paper in half and get two Bitsy birds happening. Sometimes I don't. What do I want for a beak? What are you? Oh, that's this. This is definitely crayon. That's going to be flowers. I need a beak. Little beak. Little piece of yellow. You like asymmetrical hearts? I like hearts no matter what they are. Seriously, I really, really do like hearts. Which is really weird. Heart, circles, I like geometric shapes, period, I guess. Glue. Glue. And this beak is going to go. A lot of these Bitsy birds have big beak birds. Some sort of funky tail. Let's use this one. Because it's got a point, so I can just kind of Bob will cut me a tail. Not all the tails are the same because they're all wobble cut. They're all hand cut, right? So even if I fold the bird bodies in half and I fold tails in half, I can mix match them with whatever I've got happening. This pile is never ending. This can just go glued onto that page. Look at this lovely piece. You know what? I'm going to draw on this before I cut it because I see something. That's going to be the center. We've got a petal going like this and a petal going like that. Now we're going to cut this along the petal lines. And this is going to go on a corner in this book. If I've got any corners left. Just like that. Just a little flower peeking. Just a little flower peeking off the corner. And of course, you know, I add all this stuff into the books and then I come back and I doodle them. I still need this, like I say, this could be the one of hearts from Becca's February challenge. I'm just going to outline that. Yep. Then we're going to draw inside the petals. Cute little flower just at the bottom of the page. Feeders. Oh, hummingbird feeder clean filled and rehung. Nice. Nice, nice. I still have lots in this pile. We're getting somewhere though. This has got cute little stamped hearts on it. I'm going to use this as a pocket. This could be a really cute little bird, or it could be a cute little heart. I'm going to fold it and make a little heart. And the hearts I can glue down onto a piece of paper as well, and then do some stitching on them. I've done that many times in the past. This is really thick. I could use that as a nice little low pocket or something. I could add it to that pile. If I do that, we'll just cut it straight down the middle. I'll have to make some of those. What about fish? I could do a fish out of this. Do fish out of this. I'll need another jar for fish. So I fold it in 4 and I'm going to cut 4 fish at the same time. We start at the head. We do the top fin. Go down. Then we do the tail. Maybe that's the bottom fin. Haven't decided. We'll figure that out when it's all cut out. Do the tail. Another little fin. And the rest of the head. So then I've got all these little fish. And then I decorate them. Which one did I put for fish? Come down. Triangles, cats, corner tucks, fish. This is such heavy cardstock. I'm just going to use this again as another tuck. It will go in that journal over there. This is just going to go down like that. This has some gold on it. It's really pretty. Maybe that's going to be Fantasy flowers. We're going to go like this. We're just going to do a big ball kind of thing with some wobbly stuff at the top. So it could be like a seed pod or something, but they're going to be Fantasy flowers. Let's clean up some of this grunge on the table. See where I'm at. This is just orange. I have all these other bags I got to do yet. I don't know what you mean by so small. I don't know. Don't know what you mean by that. That's going to go on that pile. What are you? Oh, okay. We're going to do this. Let's see if I can fold it better this way. Those are going to be a nice set of leaves. They're going to be tall, skinny, like grassy kind of leaves. We're going to go like this. And we're going to wobble cut up one side to a point. Wobble cut down the other side. And across the bottom. We got little grassy kind of things happening. Yep. All right. Okay, we had this one folded. I'm going to do some flowers out of this. I'm going to have to come back and add some watercolor to these, I think. And it will go between the wax onto the paper and give it a little bit more punch. Wow, Kim. You have a mess. What is this? This is solid color. It goes over there. Let's use this for a cat. In fact, I'm going to take half for a cat. Half for a cat. And the other half for fish. Okay, let's glue that cat together. Oh no! Hour and 35 minutes ago. Hi, Brenda. How you doing? I'm trying to get rid of my scraps. So I dumped all my orange scraps out, and I've been cutting it into flowers, and I've made some bitsy birds and page tab cats. They're not decorated yet, but all I have to do is put faces on, and they're ready to go. I glued their heads together, and then, the paws go on either side of the page. I was going to cut some fish out of this. Should I fold it one more time this way? Yeah, we can have a wild fish. Wild fish. Tail. Fin. Face. Fin. Rest of the tail. Fish. Wedding glitches? Oh no! Wedding glitches aren't fun. Wedding glitches are definitely not fun. This could be flowers. I'm going to have such a collection of flowers. You guys know that I'm going to be adding flowers to everything coming up. Flowers. Guys, I'm getting really close to just taking this stuff and turfing it out now. Pocket. Garbage. Did you hear me say that? This is garbage. This can go there. This can go there. This can go there. That's not going to take long to glue all these pieces down into that book. What is this? Garbage. You just found your button flowers? Nice. That's garbage. I don't know why I'm keeping a lot of this stuff. Garbage. That can go on that. That can go on that. On that. I'm going to have to just start writing fun words on these like we did yesterday for that zine. Maybe I should just do that and put a jar with fun words on. What kind of words are we going to put? Let's do hope. Do I want to do a thick marker? And then I could do dots on it. Let's do that. We'll see if I can print that small. Whoever's messaging me, I do not have Messenger on. Okay, jar of words. Peace. And of course, we will trim them down a little bit. I'll have random words to go on. Charity, love, joy. It's not you? Okay. Oh. Oh, I do have to look. Sorry, guys. My girlfriend's dad fell yesterday. I need to see if it's her. Bear with me. Sorry. Uh, okay. Sorry, guys. She's been my best friend, or one of my best friends. She used to date my nephew, and they actually graduated together. So I've got pictures of them at their grad. So we've been friends. They're in their 50s now. And yeah. Anyway, all's good. Okay. Plain words. We got all these little bits here. Let's do some of them. This one's, I'm gonna use a pen. That marker was to Aki. Charity. Joy. Oh, you know what? I could go kitty corner. It could go this way. And of course, love. Let's do love. All right, we used some of those little bits up. These are going to go on that. I'm just seeing which ones I've got left. This one can go in the garbage. This one is there. Look at this wild, fun one. That's going to be a pocket or a tuck. The thing with these is I put them in as a pocket or a tuck, and then I put something on it. Prosperity is a good one. Prosperity. See, all these are cute little bits. That one's garbage. Look, a nice yellow polka dotted one. Flowers. It's going to be flowers. Fortune's a good one. Flowers. We're doing flowers. Little flowers. Little polka dot flowers. Strength's a good one. Okay, hang on. Where were you guys yesterday when we were looking for these words? All's good. I was using them in a zine yesterday. Got some lovely words. In fact, was actually saying that I was going to add more words to the zine because there's still some blank places. This is a nice triangle. This could just get glued down onto a corner of a page. This could be for words. What have we got now? Celebrate. Let's cut them into a little bit smaller pieces. We'll cut it in half this way. Celebrate. Hope. I like hope. We can have hope many times. Hope. You guys are helping me build up my stash of stuff. I love it. I got junk. That's going to be just a tuck spot. I could add it to a belly band thing. Let's use it as a tuck spot. Another corner kind of thing. I'm just going through this stuff, find what's garbage. This is a big piece of orange. I've been doodling on some of the stripes, some of the text. That can just go in my decoration pile. Let's make flowers. Look at my desk, guys. My desk was reasonably clean when I came on this afternoon. Oh, it's almost been 2.5 hours. Okay, I'll cut this one, and I think we'll call it a day. Oh, that's thick. That's really thick. But it's okay, because I don't like huge flowers. Those of you that weren't here yesterday, I showed what I had been up to the last few days because I was out in the greenhouse, and so I hauled stuff out to the greenhouse with me. I found those big fat Crayola pen paint things, right? So it's like tempera paint inside, watercolor paint inside, but the ends of the thing is like plastic bristles. So you squeeze it, the paint comes out. Fugly is crazy. So I had a whole bunch of them and I wanted to use them up. I couldn't just throw them out. Could not just throw them out. So I pulled a whole bunch of that Korean dictionary pages apart and I drew circles and that kind of stuff. Listen to the sound. And then I've been doodling on them already. So I've got like strips of Kimbits for collage, ready to rock. But I've got all these left to do. That's kind of wind. I'm reading kindness. That's kind of why I want to get rid of these scraps, because I know I'm going to have a whack load of those scraps. Kind. Yeah, I got all these little bits here. I got stuff in the jars and the cups. I don't know. I'm still not throwing out as much as I want to. This could be a bitsy bird. No, pardon me. This can be, what can this be? This could be leaves. We're going to do some skinny brown leaves. You know what? I've been having fun. Because now that I see it in what it can be, it's going to be nothing just to doodle these up, throw them in the bins. We're going to do tall, grassy kind of leaves out of this brown. Just like that. Just like that. Trying to keep them in together so that I can do them all the same, so that I can use them. You know. This is a lovely piece of yellow. This would make great circles. I need a circle out of that. Oh, what the garbage. Another piece of coffee dyed. Oh, getting down there. Getting down there. I would like to do a big circle out of that. So I need that paper that I was punching holes out of. There it is. My 2-inch punch does not like to cut single pieces of paper anymore. Oh, generosity's a good one. I'll do that right away. So that goes there. These blue ones go over there. This, I'm gonna do a couple pages of those scrap bits. Generosity. That can go on that. You know, I like the depth and texture of this. I don't like how dark it is. You know what? I could use that and make some fence posts out of it, though, right? I can doodle that into fence posts. We're going to do 3. Can I do 4? Oh, I could do 4. I'm going to cut it so that I got 4 fence posts. Because sometimes I like to have a bird sitting on a fence post. One flat edge and the other edge gets kind of like that. Oh yeah. Yep. They're a little too straight for me though. Have to put a little bit of a wah in them. Especially if I'm doing like a little fence or something. Because if they're that ucky at the top, they're more like they're not straight. There. Fence posts. Yay! This can go in the garbage. This can go on there. A little square of color. That could go on the corner of something. Garbage. Garbage. Do, 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 do. We will cut that like this. And we will just add those to corners in books. Just a little bit of strengthening on the corners. This is fun. I think that can get just glued down into this book here. I got things happening. Got lots of things happening. See, this one is a tuck, right? But these other ones, the corner ones like this one, I could just put it like this. And it's just a cute little thing on the bottom. That's actually a piece of, it's a print from one of my master boards or some such. Maybe not a master board, probably my faux gel, faux washi. Something like that. Just like this. Cute little bits. Just glue the cute little bits into the books. And then come back and doodle them. Which side do I like better? Ooh. I like that side. I like that side better. Do you guys do this to your journals? You just come along with a whack load of scraps and put them in, and then you can put borders around them or, whatever's. This one's going to be flowers. And sometimes I'm folding them in 4, sometimes I'm folding them in 6, sometimes I'm folding them in 8. Flowers. Oh. Here's the rest of them. Oh, I just shuffled a page. That can just get glued down in that book. Using them up, guys. Look, this is what I got left. Did you see the stack I started with? It was a big bag of scraps. It was a very big bag of scraps. Cover up some of those words. This too could be fence boards. Might as well. Because that way I can put a cat sitting on top of it, a bird. Just going to come in and do some wood grain kind of stuff on it. Look at this lovely orange triangle. That's just going to get glued in, just like this. I can always come back and put a flower on top of it, or just a big doodle. This is going to be a fun little book when it's done. That's the one I got to get all the hearts finished for. This is, again, another tough little thing. I'm going to cut it this way and, again, use it in corners in the journals. This could be fun little flowers. This is when I was just doing mark making on scraps. I know we've done that in the past where I've just grabbed a bin of scrap and we've just drawn marks on them. This one too. You know what? I think this is going to be a heart. And then I'm going to decide if I want to glue these hearts down and embroider them, or if I am going to use them for collage or something. This one too is going to be a heart. Tall, skinny heart. Oh, you know what? Let's give it a little bit more shape, Kim. What else have I got? Oh, this one. It's got sticky stuff under it. I had it stuck down to paper because I'd been photocopying stuff. I think all these are just going to be corner tab things. I'm just going to cut that one down into a triangle. Oop. Get rid of these little bits here. Oh, that's for a word. That's for another word. Let's do teach. Inspire. Let's do inspire. Inspire. Indeed. And look, it's about got left. Just about done. Just about done. We'll do this one kitty corner for. Then I'm going to go through all the journals I got going, and I'm just going to start gluing these bits in, unless they're flowers and they need to be redone. I think this one just gets glued straight down into the journal. Got enough journals on the go that adding bits just helps get things happening. You can embellish it or do whatever you like with them after, right? Just, ooh. Let's do a heart. Little hearts. I like little hearts too. You can do 2 little hearts. Yep. Little hearts. And we'll just turn that into a heart. 2 hearts. I saw a really cool thing. Somebody was doing a page edge. So they just glued hearts all the way down the edge of the page. Some of them were sticking off, and they just kind of layered them all the way down the edge of the page. It was very, very cute. I don't know why I saved that. I can go there. This. Give me a cat. Another cat. Paw. Head. Ears. Head. Up. Oh, this cat's got kind of a floppy ear. That's okay. Head. Gotta have some wonky chunks. Even in the page tabs. And we'll glue that together. Throw them in the jar. Those won't take long to finish off at all. At all. This is nice and bright. Let's do a bitsy bird out of this. You know what? Let's fold it in. Ooh, that's too small for a bitsy bird. Can I get 2? I can get 2. We'll go to the wider end. Cut the head. As I was saying, my bitsy birds all kind of have the same shape. Kind of like my chickens all have that same shape. And look, I've still got this piece here. I can cut flowers. 2 little flowers. Just like that. All right. Oh no, these were fence posts. Don't throw out the fence posts, Kim. Okay. Beaks. Need beaks. Some thin paper. Let's do a tail out of this one. So I'm going from the corner. And we do just wobbly cuts. Glue. Stick the tail on. And we need a beak. A beak. And I think this beak. Ooh. Yeah, just like that. Down a bit. Down a bit. Once the eyes and shading and everything around, they're cute. They are cute when they're done. Yeah, kind of cashew shaped. Or a colon or a, comma shaped. Something fun. This one could be fun for a tail. And basically, with these guys, I just put on the eyes, do a little bit of shading. I just draw a C kind of thing for the wings. The eyes, yeah, the eyes are drawn on. Oh, that tail is very, very close to the color of the bird. It's fine. Throw it out. Throw out that bit. Throw out the bits. Oh, sorry. All right. Beak. What have I got here? Here's a nice little yellow piece. He's going to have just a little wee beak. Because sometimes bitsy birds have to have bitsy beaks. Oh, very small. Very, very small. I should have, this one would be more of a glue and toothpick. But he's going to be cute. Oh, cursor in the middle of my screen. Yeah, so I mean that's how I do my bitsy birds. Sweet little. I'm going to turn this into a vase. I've been doing vases as well because I've got enough flowers here. And by the time I get through my green, I'll have a lot of leaves. I'll be doing a lot of floral collages. What kind of vase do I want? Like that. Like that. Then I'm going to take this piece and it's going to go in that book there. This is going to go in the garbage. Got lots for the garbage. I'm going to make some tall grass out of these. This one. Hey, Stephanie, nice to see you. I am trying to destash my scraps. So I have been lopping up into things that I know I'm going to use. Things like these. This are going to be tall, skinny leaves that I'll use my florals. These are flowers and leaves. I did a whack load of bitsy birds. They just need their eyes and some shading happening. These are just corners that are just going on corners of pages. Did a bunch of cat book tabs. Like, what else did I do? I started a scrappy collage here. I've done some hearts, cut out some vases. Yeah, I am making a mess, but I'm cleaning it. We are cleaning it, and This is all I've got left out of that big bag of orange and yellow scrap. It's fun. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. Doing some hole punching. I started a couple of more of those edging things that I was working on, where you just stick it down on your. So I've got lots of scrap to, I'm going to build some of that using some book page, etc. And I want to get rid of all this. I'm sick of the scraps that I've got, Stephanie. And, I've got bags. And I want to use them. So, I've cut circles so I could do my umbrellas. I cut out some Goonie Bird bodies. I started, what fell on the floor there? I don't know. Clusters. I've got an edge cluster. Yeah. This is my cluster book. So started some clusters. Stuff. Lots of stuff. And then, of course, I am saving a bunch of these because I want to do a book, a journal cover, all stitched the way I did this one. Because when it stands up, I really like the looks of it. When it's flat, I'm not as impressed. But I want to, on brown paper, glue all the scraps down and then stitch them. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm at. This one is also going to be corner. Sometimes you just need that stiffener at the corner of your page. Let's make Goonie Birds, Bitsy Birds out of this wonky yellow stuff here. Head. Whoop. Try again. Head. Body. He's very skinny. These ones are very skinny Bitsy Birds. It's okay. They all can't be fat birds. I'll use this orange for tail for this one. And I only cut out a few fish. Now I'm thinking about it. It's like, I should probably cut out some more fish. A bit of blue on the tail. And let's use this for a beak. He's going to have a long, skinny beak. Some of them just have to have long, skinny beaks. Just the way it is. So then he just needs eyes, wings, and some shading. This one needs a beak as well. We'll use this brownish stuff. Because I saved the smallest darn bits. And it's time to let go of them. It really is time to let go of them. This is a piece of cardstock, but it's got like gold paint on. I think that's a little too heavy for its tail. I'm just going to cut a little square out of these squares, and they will get glued down in this book. These are going to go in the garbage. Garbage. I could even make some little books out of some of this scrap. But you know what? I've got lots of little books right now. Tail. You need a tail. I'm going to use this for the tail. Again, we're just going to wobble cut a floofy tail. So yeah, once their eyes are on and I've added the wing, they're cute. And I just like sticking them everywhere. Guinea birds. Okay. You know, this one would make great fish. We're going to fold it this way. We're going to do it in 4. We'll get some cute little fat fish out of this. Face. Dorsal fin. Tail. I don't know what the bottom fin on fish are called. Who can tell me that? Fish go in that one. All these jars are things that need to be kind of finished or put in my other. They've got jobs now, is what they got. They got jobs now. Let's do teardrop kind of shaped flowers here. Make those into almost like a tulip kind of flower. All right, is there anything else exciting in here that I really would like to keep? This one. What are you going to be? What would you be? Maybe I'll just take this one and glue it down into this book. Just like this. Find a page. Find a blank page. Not many blank pages left to glue stuff down on. That's a text spot. We'll just glue this down right here. Like this. Of course, I'm going to come back in and embellish this book anyway. What is this? Oh, that's a big piece of that. We're going to just cut it down, and I've been using it for pockets or tuck spots in this book. So I'm going to do that with that. This is killing me, guys, but you know what? All these little scraps that can get glued there. Ooh, no. Let them go, Kim. Let them go. That could get glued on there. Solid. I'm going to throw these out. Yeah, I want to keep you. Look. I'm breaking down and throwing these scraps out. Because I have stuff, and that's only one bag out of, I've got 6. I'm going to glue these bits down into this book because I can. What I like doing is gluing these scraps down, and then I take the, I punch out circles, and I use them for making buttons. Buttons. It's a piece of my homemade washi. Hey, Tony, welcome. Nice to see you. I have been destashing a bag of scraps because I have lots of bags of scraps. So I just did my orange yellow bag. And I've got all these bits. I'm going to glue them down onto a sheet. And then I'm going to have this sheet so that I can chop it up and use it for other things. So I've cut flowers and I've cut leaves and I have cut circles and hearts and fish and bitsy birds. All my fun stuff. Cat page tabs. Did those too. So basically, it's just been a boring day of watching me lop up bits of scraps and gluing them. Well, not even gluing them. Just lopping them up. We have glued bits into some journals, into a journal, and up. Worked, started some clusters in my cluster book. Just having some fun. Well, I'm having fun. And I'm hoping this is getting folks to use up their scraps. This is a very orangey yellow page except for the black. Had to throw in some black because I had that. This could almost be the beginning of a master board. So have you been up to anything fun, Tony? Teresa's contemplating painting her living room. She's planning on doing that. Janine painted her daughter's bedroom. Brenda's been running whackloads of errands. She's got stuff happening. Stuff happening. Belinda is still looking for stuff that she packed. Oh, you're dog sitting right now. What kind of a dog? Big dog, little dog? I am just gluing these scraps down. I'm not even thinking. I'm just, you fit, you overlapped, oh well. Because sometimes you just don't want to waste those bits. Well, I don't. 5 chihuahuas. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. My daughter has a chihuahua. She also has a Catahoula. Hound dog. And the Chihuahua rules the roost. Is it Catahoula? I don't know. Some sort of hunting dog. You taking a break from cleaning and finding things? Awesome. Awesome, awesome. I'm gluing. Doing the gluing thing. Okay. Need smaller pieces. Some smaller pieces to fit these littler holes. Some of these pieces are quite ugly, guys. Who said I should keep them? Whose idea was that? I don't know. You'll go there. Trying not to think, just trying to do. That was kind of the idea behind today's stream. Mask make, which I did. I have lots of flowers and that kind of stuff. It was a mask make Monday. I got stuff. I have stuff. You loved your Catahoula? Hers? I don't know. I think because she got the dog from a breeder up here, it's got a lot of health issues, like stomach issues, and he's a lovely dog. Lovely, lovely dog. But they're not bred for our winters. They are not bred for Manitoba winters. But he's always had this stomach issue. I love that dog. I do. I'm going to cut this. I'm going to cut that one down just a little bit. Yeah, he's an absolutely lovely, lovely beast. I love him very much. I don't get to see him very often. But when I do, the Chihuahua gets very jealous and snarky. Look, I'm just about done this page. I've got a lot accomplished today, guys. Thank you for spending time with me while I'm gluing. See, look, just a couple more little spots left to do. Thought I had some more black. It's buried under all this junk. As it is, it is. Well, this is a fun page. I could use it as backgrounds for tags. I could use it for so many different things. Oh, see, these are getting lost in here now. Get out of there. Yeah, you get out of there. I'm going to call this one page done. So I've got these to glue onto the next page. All right. So I'd like to thank all you guys for being. Never had issues till he went deaf at 19. Aw. Yeah, it's hard. Like, I mean, I had Eurasiers, Eurasia crosses, and I missed them like crazy. They were the best darn dogs we ever had. Absolutely best dogs. So now I just get to love my daughter's dogs and her cat and my other daughter's cats. And I'm allergic to cats. But definitely miss the dogs. Definitely. All right, guys. I would like to thank you guys for spending the day with me and putting up with my chopping up of stuff. These can go in a jar too. Circles can go in a jar. Trying not to mix up the flowers that I cut. Oh, I only cut one mushroom. Look at that. Wow. That'll be my next bin that I'm doing. So again, thank you guys all for being here. I appreciate your input. We got some words happening. We got all kinds of stuff happening. I got lots to play with and doodle on. You can bet your bottom dollar that there's going to be some floral collages coming up because I got lots. So thanks everybody for being here. Hugs to everybody in the balcony, everybody in chat, and anybody who watches the replays. I appreciate each and every one of you. So take care, and I will see you tomorrow going live at 12:45, and I won't be doing this tomorrow. I'm going to find something a little bit more fun, I think. All right, guys. Hugs. Have a good day. Bye now.